guys? Welcome to episode 21 of our Watford career mode, and today we end the season. Now, last episode was a while back, but we talked about how the league was kind of messed up this year, and we were kind of tossing it aside. We weren't really considering the league as a real trophy, the way the game started out, and the way the team started out, and the way FIFA was released. It wasn't really how we wanted to do it. So we simmed our way through the last couple, and we're going to play our final one today. And I'm probably going to play what I think will be our starting lineup next year if we had the players that we have right now. And we'll talk next episode about how we're going to go forward and or we're going to talk at the end of this episode about how we're going to go forward and see what happens. But for now, the only change I think we'd make from the start of the season to now, center back, of course, Kabasele would still be in, I think, though hurt at the moment. So Badiashile, the youngster we bought, in at center back, and then Hernandez up front for Troy Deeney, who I love Troy, but Hernandez has just turned into an absolute predator up front. And Troy getting older, he's going to be 32 now, or he is 32. His stats are starting to drop. We're not going to get rid of him, of course. He'll always have a spot in the team, but starting, I think it's time for Hernandez to really get that go. So let's jump into this first. We're going to play the Arsenal game, and then what we're going to do is at the end of the episode, we'll do like a squad check, see how everything worked out with the players we have on the team at the moment, and then we'll talk transfers and see. But if you guys have any transfers you want to see in the comments down below, let me know, and we'll go from there. But let's jump into the game first. Arsenal at the Emirates, 10 this season. Let's go. It's a good run forward, and he's doing well here. McKennie. It's a good run being made, and it's Pereira on it, who does well to hold off his defender. Pereira, it's a great finish, and we're 1-0 ahead here. 13 minutes gone. It's a lovely ball by McKennie into Pereira's feet, and Pereira does so well to hold off. I believe, I'm not sure who that is, actually. I thought that was Kimpembe for a moment, but Kimpembe's on the right. I'm not sure who he held off, but he did really well to do it. And he's just finished it past Leno, and a 1-0 lead. Nice ball forward. One more. Hernandez. What a turn from Hernandez, who has a pop, and it's a good save. A bit straight, but a lovely little turn there. Does well. Can we get that forward? We can. McKennie. Pereira. Held on to it, and Hernandez, a nice turn inside there. Has a pop, and that's going to sneak through. And it... Oh, wow. He's actually held on to that. How has that not crossed the line? It's gone so slow. It's gone under the goalkeeper. It's not Leno. I said Leno earlier. I don't think that's Leno. It's just squeezed under him, going toward goal, and then he gets back and grabs a hold of it before we can just tap it home. Very close to a second. Nicely done. Can we get this ball through? It's Hernandez. Hernandez, look at that. He takes it right by the defender, and Hernandez, he's just holding it off. Look at this. Brilliant from Hernandez, and it's a great finish as well. And this is why he has to start next year. This is why he is the main man going forward. That is a brilliant finish, and he's done so well. He skips by the center back and then holds off the Arsenal midfielder there. I believe it's a midfielder, though. He's wearing number 5. He skips past Guendouzi, holds off the center back by the looks of it, and he's just smashed it. Clinical in off the post. A second goal for us is Socrates chasing. He's beating Guendouzi, I guess. I thought about David Luiz, but no. It's a brilliant finish, and that is just stunning stuff from Hernandez there. 2-0 on the hour mark. Can we get this into Pereira? We can. And Pereira... It's taken on, but it's a decent ball out there. De La Feu does ever so well. He gets it to Pereira, and Pereira to seal this. Can't quite finish it, but it is a penalty. Kimpembe brings him down after the fact. A silly challenge in the end, and we're going to have a chance to seal this up. 15 minutes to go. And a silly tackle from Kimpembe. Ball had already gone. Silly stuff. And it's Hernandez to take. Can he fire us into 3 points at the end there? Of course not. I can't save any, or I can't score any penalties. I feel like I'm dragging that stick way over. And then if I do it anymore, it's just out of play. But decent opportunity there. Wasted, of course, as it gets to the back post, and we've sealed it anyway. It's Kent, and that's game over. That's what we wanted there. Kent there. And I missed the sub. I was unable to make the sub, but we brought on the 3 players in beyond the striker that are pretty much the future. We brought on Kent, Kana, and Barco. The problem is Ismail Assar is the future at right wing, so the rest are kind of just the future for the rest of the team there. But as you see, they are definitely a part of this team as Kent finishes that with a tap-in. And 12 minutes to go, and we're going to come away on the final day at the Emirates with 3 points. And we are going to finish this up here. 2 minutes added on. And we are going to come away with the 3 points. Played really well, to be fair. Last game of the year, champions already. Doesn't really mean anything as Decore goes for goal. And it goes wide. But a really good performance nonetheless from pretty much everybody. And doing really well. And I've been thinking about it a little bit. Our center back pairing at the moment is Cabaselli and Sar. I so badly want to put Badiashile in there. He is a mammoth of a human being there. He is a huge guy, and he's got a bit of pace about him, and he did really well, and he's been doing really well to end the season as well. He's so big, and he's not slow. It's a great combination for a center back there, and we're going to play him a lot next year. We're going to see if we can move some players on as well. But at center back, our 4 may be Badiashile, Sar, Cabaselli, and Cathcart, I believe. So I just set time to focus on our next match in the last game of the year. But hopefully those are the 4, as we've gone ahead and won the league, of course. But as we said, we were talking about, it's just the way that it turned out, where we're not really going to consider this a league win next year when everything's kicking off and the update's already kicked in and big teams are playing better. Next year it'll be an actual challenge, and if we win the league next year, then it'll be something to be proud of. This year it's just the way it's gone on. And you know, we won the Carabao Cup, knocked out of the FA Cup in the round of 8, I think. But we've done rather well there. So we're going to do this really quick, and then we're going to go ahead and jump into the squad and take a look at how everybody has grown, and then we'll take a look and see what we want to do with transfers. As I said, take a look at the transfers, take a look at the players around, and see what you want to do transfer-wise, or what I should do transfer-wise. We'll see. We're going to have some loans coming back too, I believe. I'm not sure if these are 2 years or not, but we'll have to see. We have a couple of players here we'll have to take a look at. Gomez is retiring. Foster is staying, so we may want to move on to another goalkeeper. We shall see. He is 37. As you can see, he's declining quickly, down 2 overall, but 50 appearances, 15 clean sheets. He's done well for us. As Gomez made a couple of appearances too, but 39 retiring as well. Olivas, another player retiring, I believe. Yes, retiring at the end of the season. So a left back, definitely a priority going into the off season there. But he's done well for us here. 43 appearances, a goal and 4 assists, 15 clean sheets. He's done really well. Messina is a good player as well. I like him, and he'll be sticking around next year, I believe. 10 appearances to go with it. Cathcart, 13 appearances, 2 assists, 2 clean sheets. Not too bad to have around as the 4th one. Cabaselli missed the last couple of games with an injury. 39 appearances, a goal, 13 clean sheets. He's definitely sticking around. Dawson, 8 appearances. We're probably going to move him on after a year. It's just not the signing I would have made, and it's just a strange signing to me. He doesn't really fit in with what we have here already, so he will move on. Segura, who is moving on at the end of the year, though did pretty decently coming in and helping, but not good enough, I don't think. Badiashile, 7 appearances, a clean sheet. He is going to be really good. The steepish price for someone so young and so, when it comes to overall, not great. In January, 7-ish million, I believe, but he's going to be well above that. Malang Sarr, a very good signing. 41 appearances, 13 clean sheets, up to overall, up to 78. He's going to be very good as well, still only 21. Heinrichs, 40 appearances, a goal and 2 assists from right back. A 14 clean sheets as well, up to 77 overall, still 23, still plenty of room to grow. A right back for the significant future there. Firmino, someone that we like having around, someone we won't move on unless something crazy happens. 3 assists, a clean sheet. Very nice to have. Now, these two next players are, this is a very weird situation to me. I wanted to get rid of Chalobah and keep Capu. Chalobah just wasn't playing very well to start. I didn't like how he felt, but toward the end of the year, he came on a little bit for me. He started to play well, up 3 overall, only 25, 78 overall, and Capu, 26 appearances, a goal, an assist, 3 clean sheets, 31, and declining. I'm tempted to keep Chalobah and move on Capu. Let me know how you guys feel about that. I know Capu has been around a long time, but I don't know. I really want to bring in a really good midfielder over the summer, so I think it's best we move one of these two on. Just let me know how you guys feel about that. I'm not so sure as of yet. Decore, 46 appearances, 6 goals, 6 assists, 16 clean sheets. An absolute monster in midfield. Up to 83 overall, grew 2 overall, still only 27. Will be here in his prime. An absolute monster in midfield. Same as someone we're going to move on. 3 appearances. Nothing really to brag home about. Barco, 32 appearances, 3 goals, 4 assists. Mostly off the bench. Still only 21, growing, as you can see, up to 77 from 74 when we bought him at the beginning of the year. Will play probably a bigger part as we go forward. Pereira, 42 appearances, 22 goals, 15 assists, 20 clean sheets. He has the most clean sheets, which is absurd, but those numbers are pretty wild. 37 goal contributions in 42 appearances is pretty wild. He is 29, so he's going to start to decline very soon, but we've got players coming up in that position, and hopefully we just have natural replacements in the squad already. McKennie, a good signing. 39 appearances, 6 goals, 9 assists. Started out on the bench. 17 clean sheets as well. Started on the bench, but worked his way into that starting lineup rather quickly. Up to 78 overall, still only 21, can play in a variety of different positions. A great player to have around. Deli Bashir didn't play as much as I expected him to play because we have a lot in midfield, and didn't grow as much as I thought he would. Still 20, but we're going to need to really pump some training into him if we want him to get to where we want him to get to. Kana, 73 overall now, up 4 overall. The natural successor, I believe, in the center of the park there where Pereira is currently playing. 25 appearances, 9 goals, 5 assists. Looks to be an absolute treat. Fulkir, someone we are going to move on, only made 1 appearance for us. 27 already. We should get some money for him. Will Hughes, 20 appearances, 2 goals and an assist. A good player to have around, someone who's grown in overall, as you can see, up to 78, but he's not going anywhere. He's definitely going to stick around. Very nice to have in the squad. Ismail Yassar, 43 appearances, 15 goals, 7 assists. Very, very nice stuff. Up to 81 overall at 22 years of age. He's going to be an absolute monster in the future, and he's had a really good season for us already. Kent, 31 appearances, 9 goals, 4 assists, mostly from the bench, and has the benefit of being able to play on either side. Will play a lot in the foreseeable future. He's just a really good player to have around any injury, and he can slot in on any side, and there will be really no drop-off. De La Feu, playing at left wing, 39 appearances, 7 goals, 10 assists, doing very, very well for us. He actually grew in overall. He is only 26. Another player who will be here for a significant amount of time up into his prime. We got the makings of a really good team here. Only a few players really hitting that age where you think we may replace them, but a lot of players really getting ready to enter their prime or in their prime at the moment. It's a really nice squad to have around. Andre Gray, 28, 7 appearances, 3 goals, 2 assists. Someone we're probably going to move on come summertime. We have Dini already, and they're pretty similar strikers. But we have what I consider 3 good strikers in Hernandez, Dini, and Welbeck, so I think we're going to move Gray on. Hernandez, though, 29 appearances, 18 goals, 4 assists. He's just got to be the starter next year. He really does. He's only 21, grew up to 80 overall, plus 5 overall points. Just turning into an absolute monster there. Troy Deeney, 38 appearances, 20 goals, 19 assists, 39 goal contributions in 38 games, but as you can see, 31 years of age is starting to decline. That's probably why we're going to bring him to the bench next year round, and Hernandez is probably going to be that starter, but Dini still a significant part to play, and especially as captain as we go forward. Danny Welbeck, 16 appearances, 4 goals, 7 assists, someone I'd like to get more game time next year. 29, probably another year or two with us, we'll see. But definitely very versatile, someone, as I said, we really want to get more game time too. Let's take a look and see what some of these players are worth as we go forward. 10 for Welbeck, 8 for Dini, 16.5 right now for Hernandez, which I think will grow. 7 million for Gray, who we're going to move on. 9 million for Kent, looks good. 20 million for De La Feu, 23 million for Sarr, 12 for Hughes. Fulkir is at 6.5, which is a good number for someone we're going to definitely move on. Kane up to 6. Only 625,000 for Bashiru, but we're hoping to bring that up significantly next year. McKennie 13.5, looks good. Pereira 13, though at 29. 12.5 for Barco. Same as someone we're definitely moving on at 4.2, which is good. See, this is where, Capu is still worth 9.5 million. We may want to cash in on that as we have it, and Chalobah's just made that extra push to be kept on the squad. I'm not so sure. 11 million for Heinrichs, 12.5 for Sarr. Badiashile already up to 5.5. Segura 1.1, and Dawson 6 million between the two players who are definitely going to go. Holovas retiring, Gomez retiring, Foster at 2.2. So if some of these players come back, we may get a couple extra, maybe another 10 million pounds, depending on who comes back from loan. Who's this on loan? Valued at 6. Navarro, 74 overall, right back. Not bad. Maybe we try him out with Firmino there at 29 years of age already. Anyone else here worth a ton? Isaac Success is coming back next year. Very versatile. We'd have 4 strikers, we'll see. And then Peñaranda, he's another striker. God, we're going to have so many strikers again that we have to deal with, but we'll see as we go forward, guys. But I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Next episode will be the start of the new season. We'll be doing some transfers, taking a look at where we go, and we'll see what happens, guys. But that is going to be the end of this video. I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.